Headlines of this bulletin. The mission group from Vietnam Confederation of Labour worked with Cần Thơ City on the operational situation of the trade union in 2021 and the construction of institution of the trade union in Cần Thơ City. The video conference with ODA Project Management Board and local department centers on the handover and final settlement of the project of upgrading the regional urban area. Leaders of the Industry and Trade Department, Cần Thơ City Center for Disease Control and Bình Thủy Upper District People's Committee worked with representatives of Cần Thơ Milk Factory on COVID-19 prevention and control tasks, as well as the unit's production business situation. Hello, it's good to have you back here in this edition of Continuous and Top News today. On December 2nd morning, the mission group from Vietnam Confederation of Labour and a head of party central member cum chairman of Vietnam Confederation of Labour Trần Đình Khang had a working session with Cần Thơ City on the operational situation of the trade union in 2021 and the construction of institution of the trade union in Cần Thơ City. Receiving the group were Party Central Member, Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, Head of Cần Thơ City's National Assembly Delegation Lê Quang Mạnh, Vice Secretary of Cần Thơ Municipal Party Committee, Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trần Việt Trường, and permanent members of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, leaders of sectors, and Cần Thơ City's Confederation of Labour. In 2021, trade unions at all levels of Cần Thơ City will carry out the dissemination of guidelines of the party, policies and laws of the state, take regular care of life of civil servants, laborers, and effectively publicize emulation movements. Regarding the COVID-19 control task, apart from active propaganda and response to peak phases of supporting the COVID-19 control task and the program named Vaccines for Workers, trade unions at all levels conducted many activities such as the warm kitchen, affectionate vehicles. Regarding the project of building the institution of the trade union in Cần Thơ City that covers 3 hectares in the of 2 industrial zone Phước Thới Ward, Omong Upper District, after giving the green light for investment, the City People's Committee has directed Omong Upper District People's Committee to remove households that occupy the land while adjusting its planning. Also on December 2nd morning, Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Hồng convened a video conference with the ODA Project Management Board and local department centers on the handover and final settlement of the project of upgrading the regional urban area sub-project of Cần Thơ City and the implementation of the project of developing Cần Thơ City and enhancing the urban resilience. Recently, the Project Management Board has combined with Ninh Kiều and Bình Thủy Upper District People's Committees to check the state of the completed project. They are Búng Sáng Lake Project, Van Dai are the Belt Road B Project, some plots and alleys in the 2 districts. Substandard stations were noted and requested to be repaired before being transferred. The project of building Cần Thơ City and enhancing the urban resilience, so-called Project Number 3, has significant meaning for Cần Thơ City. Apart from decorating the city, preventing the core area of the city from the risk of subsidence, enhancing the connectivity between central areas of the city and newly developing urban areas, the project also serves the local socio-economic development as well as boosts the local administration in managing the risk of natural disasters. The project has the total expense of over 7,834 billion Vietnam dong and is implemented from 2016 to 2022. The project got approved on November 26, 2021 and is expired until June 30, 2022 and capitalized 1,546 billion Vietnam dong. 578 billion Vietnam dong was disbursed in 2021, representing 37.42% of plan. The accumulative capital disbursed as of the report timeline has been 3,724 billion Vietnam dong, representing 48% of the total capital source, of which counterpart capital stands at 99% and ODA capital 31%. At the conference, Vice Chairman Nguyễn Văn Hồng directed departments and urban districts to make reports on tackling problems with them to boost the disbursement pace of the public capital. On December 2nd afternoon, Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Hồng also came to Vĩnh Thạnh Suburban District to check the local basic construction task. Leaders of the city and Vĩnh Hành Public District People's Committee inspected some key projects in the locality, one of which is the completed Vĩnh Hành Square building project. In 2021, Vĩnh Hành is distributed the total basic construction capital of 239,724,000,000 Vietnam dong, which are then distributed for 82 projects. Of these, 15 going to be invested, 14 completed, 10 transitional, and 43 new projects. After social distancing, Vĩnh Hành has boosted inspections to increase the speed of disbursement. However, some completed projects have not been handed over and put into use, while procedures of some transitional projects have not been completed. Therefore, capital has not been disbursed. Floor clearance tasks face many difficulties. On December 2nd morning, leaders of Cần Thơ City's Industry and Trade Department, Cần Thơ City Center for Disease Control, and Bình Thủy Upper District People's Committee had a working session with representatives of Cần Thơ Milk Factory under Vietnam Milk Transport Company on COVID-19 prevention and control tasks, as well as the unit's production and business situation. To carry out the dual goal, Cần Thơ Milk Factory has carried out a 3-on-spot business model from July 19th with around 280 out of 402 laborers. Thanks to complying with epidemic control stipulations in production, ensuring accommodation and vaccination of 2 full shots for workers, there has been no infection reported by the unit so far. Especially in the peak time of the epidemic, raw materials of milk from dairy cow farmers in Cần Thơ City and adjacent provinces were still received, so that between 40 and 50 million products a month were manufactured, which contributes to maintaining stable production in the last 11 months. Amid the worry on the complicated developments of the epidemic, leaders of the factory proposed vaccinating the third shot for its staff so that they can rest assured for production. Leaders of the Industry and Trade Department highly valued efforts made by Cần Thơ Milk Factory in the past time, adding its proposals would be submitted to Cần Thơ City Student Board for COVID-19 prevention and control. In addition, the unit should continue paying attention to life of its workers and create conditions for dairy cow farmers in Cần Thơ, as well as continue contributing to the city's social security. As of November 20th, Cần Thơ City's taxation sector collected the budget of more than 8,240 billion Vietnam dong, representing 74.35% of the estimate set by the City People's Council, representing 83.7% against the same period. Tax of some key collection sources, including industry trade area, non-state-run services, stood at more than 1,700 billion Vietnam dong, representing nearly 74% of estimate. State-run businesses, more than 1,110 billion Vietnam dong, representing nearly 73% of estimate. Foreign invested projects, nearly 986 billion Vietnam dong, representing more than 90% of estimate. Personal income tax, 719 billion Vietnam dong, representing over 91%. To fulfill the budgetary collection task in 2021, Cần Thơ City's taxation sector continues boosting the dissemination of policies and creating favorable conditions for taxpayers to get access to support policies of the state. Cần Thơ City's electricity company has just organized the prize wheel spinning of the program called Receiving Gifts immediately after installing app with them to pay honor to users of daily life electricity in Cần Thơ City in 2021. Due to COVID-19 epidemic, the wheel spinning was held virtually and connected with electricity companies of districts to single out lucky customers who met the requirements of having installed and successfully logged onto the app called THTPCT EVN SPC on their mobile phones in the type of running the trade promotion program from November 1st to late on November 30th, 2021. 1,295 customers were eligible for spinning the program. There are 15 encouragement prizes, each valued at 1 million Vietnam dong, 5 second, each valued at 5 million, 10 third at 2 million, and 1 first at 10 million Vietnam dong. The total value of prizes is 70 million Vietnam dong. Prizes are presented in person for winners 7 days after the prize wheel spinning program ends. Now, as usual, before moving to the close, let's take a quick look at the updated weather forecast. The updated weather forecast also wrapped up this edition of Continuous. If you want to watch again in this bulletin, please visit our website canthotv.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.